Hi, and welcome to RubyHail JSON generator video. First of all, you need to install RubyHail gem. And then you run command to generate JSON application example. And you just follow instructions. Go into folder. It installs REM if you use it. It creates gem set for it. And then you install bundle. That's it. After this, you just run application. So, what to do next? There are several examples in the RubyHail README of how to use it. It has authentication by default, so you cannot just go there in browser and see it. You can see example of curl commands, which also includes authorization token and then bunch of endpoints. Let's try one of them. As you can see, it properly authorizes and also returns response. Let's see how it works. This is the folder that was generated. This is regular gem file. It uses rec as a web server, SQL for database, SQLite is the database I use, and RubyHail gem itself. In the settings, I put this token. In reality, it can be anywhere else, especially if you use some kind of real authentication. You can get this token through this authentication method. In my application, for example, I just put it in settings, so it makes it easier to play with. In the database folder, there's just database, and you can see this seed file, basically the script that puts some data in database to play with. There is nothing really in public other than favicon. You don't really need it. Most of things happens in this config.ru file. And here you can see this very first call we made. It went to the root, and you can see this hash. It returns in response. This is the same hash. It just, for example, has just bunch of demo values. You can see that response consists of just a couple of lines. First, it uses RubyHail helper to check the token and see if it has proper value. And if it is, it just executes this part. So this thing, token auth method, looks for this token, compares it to the value that came through request, and if it's all good, it allows you to respond. And in response, it just renders JSON. And this is the essence for all other JSON calls. It checks token and then does something if it's correct. If it's not, it returns error. Let's add something in token so it's not valid. And you can see it responds with 4.1 unauthorized. It's handled automatically by this method, token auth and RubyHail helper. There are a couple of other calls. Example 1 returns values from database. You can also find this example in the README. These names and cities, they are in database. Third example actually puts data in database. Same thing, it will check for token, it will check parameters. You don't have to worry about this. Again, there's a RubyHail helper, params from JSON request, it parses request as JSON, and then we insert into database and return results. Let's see how it works. You can see I'm going to put these quite random values. Okay, and they're in database. You can see previous call, example 1, that takes values from database. You can see this hash that we specified in request. It's in database. So this is the data. It's in JSON. This method params from JSON request, parses it, and based on these parameters, we put data in database. That's pretty much it. It's nice and simple. You can use token in here, or you can figure out any other way to exchange this token with authentication system. It can be database, it can be some key exchange solution like Redis or something like this. This is just Essence, and it shows you a couple of helper methods from RubyHail that you can use and simplify your work with JSON. That's it. Thank you.